Today, we're going to be talking about Bentellect. Now, I'm sure you've seen Bentellect before. He's been, especially if you have TikTok, he's been on TikTok, blown up, has like 11 million followers, and he does like basically react content. He'll see a meme, read the meme, and then laugh at the meme. And basically, a lot of girls are coming forward with his DMs of how he is treating them in the DMs just because that these people won't sleep with him or join his podcast. He uses his podcast as like a way in. He's like, yo, I'll let you on my podcast if you sleep with me. And a lot of these tweets have been leaked on Twitter, and we're going to take a look at that. But just in case you don't know who this guy is, this is his TikTok account with 11 million followers. And he also has YouTube as well with 3 million followers. So this is a pretty big content creator. And this is basically the type of content he creates.
Me telling my mom a secret, but my mom the next day. Inside you, there are 2 wolves. We need to eat better. Chimkin nuggies. The gym ain't that serious, bro. I'll do you a favor. Go change. Interviewer, tell me your strength. I finish other people's sentences. Okay. Can you start Monday? Absolutely. What if you...
So as you can see, he just reads memes and then laughs after it, which, you know, I won't lie, his laugh is kind of contagious a little bit afterwards, but it's like 0 effort content. You just read stuff and then laugh, you know. That was cringe. I'm never doing that again. So now that you know who he is, let's jump into it and get into the nitty gritty. So this person named Jordan tweeted saying, I was invited to be on a podcast by a pretty popular TikToker creator, and 3 hours before we were supposed to record, he asked me if I wanted to make an OnlyFans video with him, which I declined, and 1 hour before we were supposed to meet up, he canceled, and this is why. That's pretty bizarre. Why he really waited until the last minute. He waited an hour before they were supposed to meet up. So one of these text messages says, do you want to make a video for OnlyFans? And that's Ben saying that. She says, when? Today. She said, no, you need a TTS test from within the last 14 days and an OnlyFans creator account. I mean a video for your page. Doing what? I don't know what performs the best on your page. Okay, so he's asking her if she wants to do an OnlyFans thing as like a business transaction. Is that what this is? Because I feel like he's just wanting to sleep with her, right? And then he says, I was just thinking you're helping me with doing a video for my YouTube, so maybe I could help your OnlyFans. The old, you're helping me, I'll help you trick. But, really his intentions is that he wants to sleep with her. All right. Let's cut to the chase here. He's wanting to sleep with her. And that's that. She says, I'm good. Thanks. Thanks though. I'm good. Thanks though. I'm not interested. He says, no worries. Hey, gonna do the pickle video with someone else. Thanks though. That's a little passive aggressive. Interesting. He cancels it after she won't do an OnlyFans with him. Not a good look. She says, okay, any particular reason why? To be honest, I thought it would just be fun to film and see where things go, but I got it. She says, okay, best of luck. So he's insinuating there that he still wants to film and possibly have some kind of intercourse. Like this guy, it's pretty clear that he cannot handle this rejection, and I feel like it's about to get worse. So they were supposed to do a pickle tasting video for their podcast. That's what this picture is of. And this is what Jordan, the person that posted all this, had to say about this. We were going to do a pickle taste testing mukbang video podcast, which was my idea in the first place. But now he's just going to take my idea and do it with someone else. Typical. Hey, by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 4,000 subscribers. Thank you. And I'm assuming this is how she took it. How the words came across to her when they were said to her. It says, I thought because you're a sex worker, you're constantly looking to do the labor for free, and that in the midst of eating pickles like we talked about, you'd randomly want to have sex, but now I can't manipulate you. I don't want to do the video because I'm a shitty person. Yeah, it's pretty clear that he just wanted to, get some, and thinking that she is a OF worker, that she was just going to do it for free. Oh, hey, just because you do this for a living, you're out here doing this all the time, you just do it with me. Do it with me. You can be on my podcast. It'll be cool. And then when he gets denied, that's when he starts to freak out a little bit because as you can see, he's like, oh, never mind. I don't want to do this with you. I'm going to get somebody else. Thanks for the idea though. See ya. So it looks like Ben DMs her on Twitter, I think, and says, you need to take this tweet down or I will sue you. And then she goes on to say, this is my actual favorite TikTok comment ever. You want to make a video for OF and do what? I'm actually not sure. It's like he didn't want to say it directly because I guess maybe he was scared he might get in trouble or something. That's the only thing I could think of. And instead, he just was very vague and beating around the bush and try to make it look like, you know, he was just trying to find somebody else to get with the podcast. Like he just had different interests now all of a sudden. Like it's so obvious. Like, what are you doing, man? And then it seems to be that she's not the only one he's done this to. He seems to do this to other girls as well. She tweets and says, so it turns out I'm not the only one that Bentellect has tried this with. Another woman who wishes to stay anonymous DM'd me with screenshots from conversations that she had with him as well. He says, do you work tomorrow? Sorry, crazy busy day. I don't work tomorrow. No worries. Let's make some content tomorrow. Not like that, but just film a podcast. She doesn't respond. He says, what do you think? She doesn't respond. He messages her 2 hours later, you're killing me, gorgeous. He messages her 3 hours later and says, I've also been thinking about this OF thing, and I think I could make us a lot of money straight up. And then she says, hey, sorry, I've been MIA. Today's been like a mental health day. So it seems like he's really been thinking about this OF thing, and he's thinking about making a lot of money straight up. Or either he's just using it as a way in to try to get with girls. I don't know. What do you think? So then on Monday, he messages her and says, do you want to come over tomorrow night? No response. This is at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. technically. And then on Monday, again, 3 p.m., he says, actually, are you down to come over tonight? Which is pretty much the same message as up there, right? So, and then he says, or are you just a flake? Oh, so now he's trying to get her. He's trying to catch her. He's trying to get her. And then he goes on to say again, within just like 2 hours, yeah, sorry, babe, but you're just too much of a flake. Bye. Which is really weird because like people have lives. Like they can't just message you back right away. You can't. What are you doing? And it's real clingy, the way he's acting. She goes on to say, yeah, no, if you wouldn't have texted me so rudely calling me a flake after one day of not texting you, you might have stood a chance. I can see why you're single now. Goodbye. Dang. Yeah, it's true. I can see also why he's single now still. And then he says, yeah, whatever, go yourself, says the girl who's trying to make an OnlyFans. Good luck. Such a contradictory right there, right? Because he's talking about making an OnlyFans, and then he's like, yo, good luck to the person that's trying to make an OnlyFans. Well, isn't that him? Isn't it weird how people like react in that way? They're reacting to themselves because he's the one that said he was trying to make a OnlyFans right there, right? So, and then she obviously struck a chord because he's like, yeah, whatever, go F yourself. So you can see this guy doesn't really have self-control in regards of like, you know, being rude to people. If he doesn't get his way, he's very entitled in that way. A little egotistical, maybe lots. And then she says, first you want to make content with me, and now you're throwing it in my face? Lamal, save your words. You're just a flake. If you were actually upfront, I'd be down. But you probably have a lot going on, which is understandable. But either way, I honestly don't care. Cool. Stop texting me then. Yo, this guy has something up with like flakes or he must have a really bad experience of like getting stood up. He must experience a lot of flakes. And I wonder why. It's like, dude, it hasn't even been a full day and you're already calling this person a flake. Like, you don't even know that person. You can't just be acting like that towards somebody you don't even know. And I think this might be another girl. I'm not sure, but this is a Snapchat. In the Snapchat, he says, do you want to come over here and spend some time with me? Because on a side note, I do think I could probably make us some money on an OnlyFans. Yeah, I think this has to be a different girl, right? Bentellect F's crazy blank into oblivion. If you come over, I'll give you $1,000. I just really want you. So it's clear that it's not really about the OnlyFans, but it's probably in the back of his mind. Like, it would be cool to make some extra money. Would he actually follow through with it? I don't know. People on OF make a lot of money, And he probably wants that, but I don't know if he'd follow through with that. He has a lot of people that follow him. And imagine if a big content creator like that came out with an OF account, they would make a lot of money, right? But to go through with it, that's a different story. To me, I kind of just feel like he just wants some. And the fact that he's willing to pay her $1,000, like what? Hello? Is it so he's just reaching out to OF girls thinking that he can just pay them money and get with them? Like what? Because it's clear he's like, I just really want you, which to me just says that he just wants them. Like he just says it right there. He just really wants them. Like he'll do whatever he can to get them. She says, I'm good right now. Don't try to bribe me with money. That's weird. And then he says, no, that is weird, but I want to see you. I'm confused by that. Is he saying no? And then that is weird? Or is he agreeing? He's agreeing, I guess, right? Yeah, that is weird. I think that's what he meant. And then she makes another tweet saying, another woman has come to me wishing to remain anonymous, sharing her experience with Ben. This dude is a P word. Oh, this one is a lengthy one. It says, hi, I am so sorry you went through that with that guy. I hooked up with him for a while in 2019 or 2020. But when he was attempting to be a rapper, he's got no rhythm. He's a pretty shady guy. We matched on Tinder and he said he was 25, but later he told me he was 29. That's a weird thing to lie about. Hello? When I was trying to stop hooking up, he kept telling me that he seriously wanted to try dating. After seeing me another time, he told me he wasn't looking for anything serious. Then gaslit me on he never said anything like that with me. He called me crazy and said he hopes I find help. Wow. That went from 0 to 100 real quick. Like what a weird thing to first lie about and second like gaslight so hardcore about. I found out he already had a girlfriend, and when I told her, she told me that he was 31. Gee, so he lied 2 times. What is going on here? She told me he also lied to her when they started dating. What? And he has a girlfriend. What? She was younger than me, and he had said he was in his early 20s with her. He was literally lying to hook up with the younger girls on Tinder. At the time, I think I was like 23. Wow, what a bizarre thing to lie about your age like that. And just to hook up with younger girls, that's so weird, man. And then on top of that, he had a girlfriend too. Like, what? This guy just wants it all. And then there's a tweet from another woman. These tweets just keep coming out. It says, we got another woman DM from another anonymous woman. It says, oh my God, I've dealt with Bentellect too. Actually, he's bothered a lot of women. I don't have any screenshots from our 3-day hangout, but he told me he loved me and asked me to move in right away. I started pushing back that it was too much, and he flipped out on me. Wow, after just 3 days already wanting to move in together, that's some really big red flags right there. That's some scary stuff. It was days after I was cheated on, and he was like, I don't want to talk about your feelings. I want to talk about us. He also drank 2 1.75 liquor bottles of mine in a day. Jesus. He is a alcoholic and needs to seek help immediately. I'd also have a lawyer if I were you, because he's the type to sue even if he doesn't have grounds to. Well, we've seen that. He's trying to sue this person that's making all these tweets, and it turns out he is an alcoholic too. Jesus. All right, how much worse can this get? Let's find out. And then she went on to make another post. For everyone doubting that the screenshots I posted are real, I screen recorded his notes app non-apology while clicking through the DM he sent threatening to sue me, so you can see that they are, in fact, from the same account. Looks like Ben says, I've recently been accused of some heinous actions and would like the opportunity to share my disgust at these accusations. I am a firm believer in the rights and equality of all humans, including women. I grew up in a home with 3 sisters and no brothers, so I've learned very early on the importance, power, love, and abilities women have. They deserve to be cherished and uplifted and treated with respect, and that's how I live my life. I do not condone the statements or accusations that have suddenly been hoisted upon me, and I hope to speak to anyone who feels they have been wronged. And then as I keep scrolling down, there's more women that are coming forward saying he has done all these alleged things. It doesn't end. Made another tweet saying, okay, folks, we got another woman coming forward with insane text messages from Bentellect, and y'all are still really going to defend this guy. All right, let's see what we got here. She says, well, I guess it's just not meant to be then. Facts. No hard feelings, but yeah, it ain't working. Peace. And then he says, peace. And for your future self, if you're going to turn around on a guy and say, hey, I'm not down for the friends with benefits, say that before you go through all the bullshit. Boring as fuck. Not my problem that you turned around and quit drinking because you're an alcoholic and now pass out at 8 p.m. Effing peace out, B. Clearly, there are some hard feelings on your part. Ha ha ha. LOL, it's whatever. And I am far from an alcoholic. Is he doing that thing again where he's projecting? He's obviously projecting, right? Because according to that previous text message, he's the alcoholic. And now he's calling this person an alcoholic. But he's the alcoholic. So it's always so weird to me how that works. And it goes on to say, I don't like giving time and attention to someone who is full of poop. I've been trying to hang out and it's been blah, blah, blah excuses every single time. So it's just don't waste people's time in the future and you won't get hard feelings. Far from an alcoholic, but you effing pass out at 4 in the effing morning, sleeping for 3 hours, and then pass out at 10 o'clock and sleep till 3 in the morning, then continue to sleep till noon. Okay. Anyway, I'm done. I'm just had to say that because you're full of dookie. What's wrong with sleeping? Does sleeping make you an alcoholic? This guy really has trouble hanging out with girls, doesn't he? He's like struggling over here. He's sounds super needy. He just can't wait. He needs the girls over now. Like this, God. Apparently, this girl coming over wasn't good enough. From what I'm gathering here, this girl came over and then fell asleep, but she slept too long. Like she needed to be up more and keep up. That way, they could do whatever he wanted to do. She goes on to say, clearly I wasn't that interested to begin with and you weren't able to take the hint a month ago. If I actually wanted to hang out with you, I would have made an effort. Oh, I wonder if she just passed out at her place and was waking up telling him I just passed out from, I've been drinking, I'm passed out, now I'm up again. Then she passes out again, doesn't text him for a little bit. That's what it kind of seems like now. Then just shut the F up and quit wasting people's time, you stupid B. Well, there's no reason to be calling her that and getting angry like this. This guy should have just moved on a long time ago. If I recall, I told you I didn't want poop to do with you when you were like, oh, well, I would actually date you, but you're boring as F. Just shut the F up and go to bed, B. Dang, this guy's going in. Sounds like you need some anger management help. Yes, I agree. 100%. Be careful who you say that to, Maria, because there are people who really need help with that. Super effing disrespectful to say that to somebody. What? And also a very basic but B thing to say. Dude, this guy just throws around the B word. There's a reason that you've been single for this many years, and it's because no one wants you and no one gives a F about you because you aren't poop and you're not fun. You're boring as F. So shut the F up and get the F out of here. Basic A, boring loser. So again, I feel like these are all things that he thinks about himself. He thinks he's boring. No one cares about him. And he projects it and then he lives it. He's creating that reality for himself because he probably thinks that about himself. It's really sad. Also, super disrespectful to tell someone they're an alcoholic, especially when that person has their degree in addiction counseling. Wait, that's crazy. So she has her degree in addiction counseling. And yeah, I didn't think about that. He called her an alcoholic. What? But that's okay for him to do that. And then he says, shut up. Yeah, and you use that degree pretty well, don't you? And I actually just got out of a year-long relationship in July, so no, you effing don't even have a job, you effing loser. Yeah, and that worked out well. Then that? No, cause no one wants to be with you because you are boring and fake and stupid as a F. Why is he even arguing? You're like, oh, well, wait, no, I don't care. And that's why I'm putting in effort, but still texting me back. So you're just a fake AB. Wow, you really need to learn how to take rejection. I agree. Wow, that was a lot to take in. Apparently he doesn't like to be told he needs to go to anger management and will freak out on you if you tell him that. So no one out there tell him he needs to go to anger management, all right? And if he asks to hang out, you better say yes or you're going to get a lot of text messages after. And if you think we're done, we're not, because there's another woman has come forward. According to this woman, who also wishes to remain anonymous because clearly this dude is unhinged, they dated on and off for years, but people don't really change, do they? All right, so this woman said they alleged dated for a couple years. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, okay, so it turns out this might be the same woman because these text messages look to be the same. So the previous woman is the same woman, and they dated for a couple years, according to what she says. And you're the only one sending 5 texts for everyone I send. Girls like you who say, oh, well, you weren't able to take the hint, but still text and say poop are fake as F. And I'm glad you and I are no longer effing talking, so please delete my number. Carry on with your fake but boring effing life, and God help any guy that gets involved with that. Loose cat, because you're just effing lame. Mic drop, ho. What? Oh my God, this is cringe. And then she says, I'm sure your TikTok fans will love the way you talk to women when I post these screenshots. He says, good luck. I stand by every single word that I just said to you. Anyway, peace out. Don't contact me. Well, he was quick to try to get out of that conversation after she said that. I bet his heart kind of sunk into him a little bit whenever she said that. But it's not over yet. There's still more. She says, bye, waving. And then he says, LMAO, you're lame as F. Bunch of emojis. She says, glad you think so. I'm not the only one. Why are you just typing? Just get over it. She says, you can believe whatever you want. I'm not as lame as I appear to you when I'm actually interested in someone. LOL, I've seen what you're like when you're interested in someone. You don't talk. You aren't fun. You're boring. He keeps saying that. He's like, you're not fun, you're boring. Like, this is like the best thing he has. It's whatever. I mean, you really just have nothing to offer, so I'm out. Goodbye. Hard to talk when you never stop talking. He does spam a lot. Like, look at all this. Oh, I gave you time to stop talking. I literally tell people about my most boring date, and it was you. Do you don't have anything to say? You're just boring, and you said it yourself. So just give up and understand that you can't hang. That's all. That's all there is. She says, okay, cool, bye. And then he says, bye, don't contact me again. Like, real talk. You might have forgotten, but you were the one who messaged me because you were at Uptown or some bullcrap. Check yourself, Maria. You really need to do that more often. Shut up. At this point, it just feels like he is just trying to make her react. Like, he says, quit messaging me, and he just keeps messaging her. He doesn't quit. Don't type. Don't message me again. You were in Uptown. He says all that and then goes to say more. You were in Uptown and you hit me up. I had no intention of talking to you ever again because I have had zero interest in you whatsoever. Okay, I understand you're probably upset about that. Wait, what? It's pretty clear that he doesn't want to just like let this go and possibly even wants to save it. It's like, dude, why are you still talking? Like, if this is bothering you that much, like, quit talking, quit texting. Go ahead and remove the number. Get out of there. Like, I feel like he has some other intentions here. Like, he's trying to manipulate her, it feels like. But you did and then tried to hang out multiple times after. So, but get it through your head that there's nothing here and you're the one with feelings and you're fake, but kept texting back. So you wasted my time and stop doing that. You're fake. You're boring. You're lame. Wouldn't have wasted your time if you didn't try because you had no feelings. Yeah, it's pretty clear that he's trying to regain power. It feels like he wants to be the one that walks away, you know, knowing that she had the feelings, but she keeps denying it, and it's like making him real mad. All right, I'm done. This is exhausting at this point. Feelings for a snail. What is he calling her a snail now? It's entertaining seeing everything you are pulling out of your butt right now to try to offend me. It really is. Girl, you were never in my league, so good luck in life. Daily reminder that you're full of poop. So this was sent on June 3rd. I wonder if this was a different day. He's just like randomly messaging her again, being like, yo, I'm just reminding you I'm still here. Like, what? June 4th, she messages back, so a whole day. She says, thank you. My boyfriend sure doesn't seem to think so, and clearly you're having trouble getting me off your mind. Shrug. Oof. Says the girl with a boyfriend texting another guy back. That text didn't need a response. Just reminding you of who you are as a person. God, dude. What a piece of dookie. Hey, I just wanted to apologize for how things left off. Wasn't trying to be rude and say hurtful things. I always thought you were chill, so I wanted to say that. Hope all is well. Wow. So I guess he's kind of regretting what he said and feels bad for it. He might have been a little intoxicated when he said all that too. Who knows? It's top tier crappy person though. And would you know it, there is another woman, and I believe this one is a different woman this time. She alleged that I had the same experience with Ben, so did one of my friends. He wanted to record a podcast about a TikTok fame and dating, and I was pumped. Got entirely ready, and then he ghosted. Hit me up the next day and then said he just wanted to F me so bad on the phone. Complete disrespect. He threatened to sue me when I commented on it. Yikes. So this guy just turns to suing as a line of defense for his horrible tactics of trying to get women. That's pretty crappy. And not to mention that this is a pattern of him using his podcast to try to get women in. Like he's trying to bait them in with the podcast just to sleep with them. And then another woman came forward and she says another anonymous woman from MN came forward with her experience with Bentellect. When enough is going to be enough, seek help, my guy. Says, by the way, I want to let you know that the part of the reason I left last night was because you seem like you have a lot of guy friends and I'm not interested in a girl who does. Just thought I'd let you know so you can be aware if that ever happens again. And then I guess he doesn't get a response and he's thinking about it all day. And from 9 a.m. up until 1 p.m., he sends her a message and says, and I do want to apologize for last night. That was rude of me to leave and you seem like a cool girl and I got along with you, but something just made me feel like I shouldn't stay. What a weird thing to say, especially after that. Like, holy manipulation. I don't know what to say. I'd rather really not talk about your reasoning as you leaving. Like, that was already a huge blow to my confidence. Have a nice day, though. He said, no problem, no harm, no foul. Take care out there, you too. Wow. Hey, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for the way things turned out. And if you're up for it, I'd be down to give it a second chance. Holy crap. So it seems like he has a pattern of ruining it horribly, apologizing, and then trying to recover and hang out with this person again. It's doing it with all the women he meets up with, apparently. And here we have what looks like to be an Instagram interaction. He says, LOL, you at your parents don't play. Well, now I'm there. I just got back. Add me on Snap if you don't believe that I was out. LOL, I don't care if you was out. You at home now. You ain't a down B, so nope. There he is with the B word again. Have you ever been a part of this conversation at all? Or all I'm saying is that if you were down to swing by and hang out whenever, then yeah, I haven't been a part of the conversation at all. Poop, you at your parents right now. I don't live that life. Sorry, but you not in my league. Wow, what the heck? And her response is laughing my ass off. Bruh, you on crack or meth? Yeah, probably. He's definitely on something. Like, I live at home and I told you I start a new job at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I'm in my bed in my pajamas in Maple Grove. Want me to swing by? You ain't out of no one's league, boy. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. It really feels like that Ben's ego is getting the best of him, and this guy's letting it consume him. He has a huge following, and that's obviously getting to his head. He's not in reality anymore, and he's definitely just trying his hardest to not feel lonely. It feels like he's doing it in the worst way possible. Like, he's being super clingy and trying to force and manipulate these women into hanging out with him and guilt tripping them and trying to gaslight them and make them feel bad for things that they shouldn't even feel bad for, and then turning it around, being like, I'm sorry, let's hang out again. Like, the whole thing is just weird. And it seems like now people on TikTok are memeing the memer. They're memeing the memer, the master memer, the one that could read memes and make people's days better is now getting memed on. So let's check it out.
Just that will make you lol. If you come over, I'll give you $1,000. I just really want you. I'm good. Don't try to bribe me with money. Are you down to come over tonight, or are you just a flake? Yeah.
What is up with like people laughing and then it making me laugh? It's it's so contagious when people laugh. I love it. I love laughing. So be looking to see a lot of those floating around on TikTok or wherever you watch your content. And it turns out that Ben also released a apology video on top of the note one that was shown in that video. This is an actual video of him apologizing. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, there's a lot being said about me on the internet right now, and I just wanted to clear the air. The first thing I want to say is I'm sorry to anyone that I've made feel uncomfortable. I want to say to any girl who I've been rude to, whether through text or in person, that I'm sorry. I understand that me being sorry does not excuse that kind of behavior. I will continue to work on myself and do better. Thanks, guys.
Well, there you have it. There's his apology. Hopefully he does work on himself and doesn't treat women this way any longer, because that's pretty nasty, man. Anyways, I'm curious what you think about this situation, so leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and subscribe to the video if you haven't subscribed yet. Leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.